Thanks so much for joining us here at noon on this Monday. I'm Brooke Hash. Today we will learn who will receive licenses for medical cannabis dispensaries in Kentucky. They'll be picked up at the Kentucky Lottery offices here in Louisville. Now, 9 of the 11 designated regions will be drawn today. That excludes Louisville and Lexington, which will have their own drawings on December 16th. The Kentucky Office of Medical Cannabis said it received more than 4,000 applications for these dispensaries, and that pool will be lowered to only 48, and we know about 36 will be drawn today. Each region will get a total of 4 dispensaries with no more than 1 per county. However, due to the population size, Louisville and Lexington will get 2 each. Governor Andy Beshear says today's process will be similar to last month's lottery. That's when we learned who could grow and process cannabis in the state. That drawing today is set for 2 o'clock. All right, talking about our weather with meteorologist Mallory Schnell. Pretty quiet over the weekend, but cool temperatures for sure.
Yeah, we had a chilly day on Saturday, warmed up a bit yesterday, and today it's going to be the warmest day of the week because those temperatures really plummet as we wrap up the month of November and head into December. So as you head out to lunch today, 65 degrees at the Louisville Airport, 62 at Iroquois Park, 63 at PRP, and in Valley Station as well, 61 degrees currently in Fern Creek. Pretty much all across Kentuckiana, we are sitting in the low to maybe mid 60s. Louisville International Airport seems to be the warmest spot on this map right now. So in comparison to this time yesterday, we are running about 10 or so degrees warmer. As I mentioned, you want to enjoy today, the warmest day of the week, because a cold front will be tracking through here soon, later on this afternoon and evening. Satellite and radar, it has been a mostly cloudy kind of day. That'll be the case throughout the rest of your Monday, with rain chances increasing likely after about 3 or 4 p.m. That's as that cold front tracks through here. Doesn't look like anything all too heavy. We are expecting a few rounds of showers in here between about 4 p.m. and maybe 9 or 10 p.m. And then tonight, those clouds will be decreasing pretty quickly behind. That's going to allow those temperatures to plummet down into the 30s for many of us. Tomorrow, more sunshine is on tap, but it will be chillier sunshine with highs in the 40s. Now, looking ahead for the rest of the week, we do have more rain chances on the way Wednesday into Thanksgiving. Very chilly weekend ahead. We'll talk much more about all of that coming up in our 7-day forecast.
Mallory, thank you. Shively police were investigating a crash between a motorcycle and a car. It happened just after 5:30 yesterday evening at the intersection of 7th Street Road and Arcade Avenue. According to officers, one person was taken to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. All involved stayed at the scene and no charges are expected. Jeffersonville police are looking for a 19-year-old connected to a deadly shooting. Police said they responded to Copp Avenue just before about 10:30 Saturday morning, where they found a 34-year-old man who'd been shot. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. Police identified the shooter as 19-year-old Anthony White, pictured right there. He is believed to have connections in both Jeffersonville and Louisville. Jeffersonville police are also investigating a man's death in his apartment off Indiana Avenue. That's about a half mile from the Big 4 station. Saturday morning, they found 45-year-old James Truman shot dead in his home. Anyone with information on either of these shootings is asked to call Jeffersonville police. That anonymous tip line is there on your screen at 812-218-TIPS. A Louisville man is facing charges after a sexual assault on the University of Kentucky's campus. We're talking about 21-year-old Saif Al-Shafaji, who was arrested at the Louisville airport on Sunday. He's charged with sexual abuse and indecent exposure. Police said he assaulted the victim on November 10th as they were walking near the intersection of Rose Street and Euclid Avenue. Police said they also connected him to a separate report of indecent exposure. The former Letcher County Sheriff is back in court as we speak after his formal indictment for the murder of District Judge Kevin Mullins. Mickey Steins is now charged with murder of a public official. Surveillance video from inside the judge's chambers, which was presented in court last week, shows the 2 men talking before Steins pulls out a gun and then fires multiple times from different angles and then leaves. Police said the argument occurred after Steins saw his teenage daughter's number on the judge's phone. A local barber shop and community advocates have teamed up to fight gun violence in Louisville. They're talking to young people about the dangers of guns and the importance of conflict resolution. Our Ian Hardwick and photojournalist Levi Hammer take us inside that conversation.
With over 100 homicides and nearly 400 shootings in Louisville this year, the impact of gun violence is something even the kids feel. But at London's Barber Shop on Shepherdsville Road, they're trying to build the village that can put an end to it.
You know what I'm saying? To have kids open up and talk to us, that's a blessing in itself.
In return, shop owner Marcus London gave his own blessing, a fresh cut.
Because if you look good, you feel good.
While organizer Will Pitts mentored the talk he calls Cut Out the Beef.
Take this love and spread it.
Most of the room agreed. Having positive figures and a purpose in life moves people off the path to violence. So Pitts brought LMPD officer Deuce Hillrick to the talk.
You don't know how your words affect somebody else.
Who preached the importance of having face-to-face conversations. Across generations, fingers pointed at social media, blaming it for a feedback loop that fuels disagreement. That's what 17-year-old Chris Wilson thought.
And then it just goes back in a circle and it's all built up. And I feel like that's where it probably where it come from. Like when I see you, then it's automatically on 10.
Turning tensions down from 10, that's the skill Pitts hopes the children pick up from the sit down.
Let's love on each other, man, and be very responsible for your I call it your clique, your friends, your group of guys.
In Louisville, Ian Hardwick, WHAS11, on your side.
LMPD recently outlined a new strategy to combat violent crime, focusing on 3 key areas. First, with police getting data to target where the crime is happening most and putting more resources in those communities. Second, they will take a closer look at repeat violent offenders. And finally, the department wants to strengthen neighborhood relationships through increased police presence and that face-to-face interaction. A LaRue County Sheriff's deputy just died in the line of duty over the weekend. The sheriff's office said Deputy Nick Green suffered a fatal medical issue, but it's not yet known what caused it. Green was a 7-year law enforcement veteran and father. He started with LaRue County back in July and had served with LMPD before that. In a statement, the LaRue County Sheriff said he was liked by all who knew him and that he brought smiles to faces every time he worked. They also asked for prayers for his loved ones.